What's up? What's up? What's up, honey? It's your girl, Miss G. Y'all know what day it is? It is Wine Down Friday. Wine Down Friday, honey. I went out, honey, and I got me a red Moscato. Moscato, honey. Moscato. So that's what we're going to have today. I'm just going to pour me some. I switched my glass on y'all, honey. Yes, I got me a little skinny wine glass today. Y'all see that? There it is. And I got y'all some beautiful flowers. I sure did, honey. And I got my fan going. That's why the hair blowing, honey. That is yummy, yummy, yummy. So I'm going to move the flowers over just a little tiny bit for you guys so y'all can see a little bit of Miss G, honey. So today, I want to talk about a vacation that me, Stan, and the kids went on. But I'm going to pour some water first. And if you're new to this channel, I want you to hit that subscription button, honey. I want you to hit that bell so you can get alert every time I drop a video. And if you're back again, oh, thank you, honey, for the visit. I sure appreciate it, honey. I promise you I'm not taking your time for granted. Every time that you give me time, I thank you for that. Now, don't forget that thing I like. Thumbs up. And a comment. I think that's the part y'all do forget, though. That Miss G love a comment. Y'all know she like to talk. Talk back. Say something how my week was. What's going on? This hair is blowing, honey, y'all. So, I know y'all can't hardly see it that good, but y'all see this? Yeah, I know Miss G can't do no hair. I can't do no hair. But I got this wig. And it had the split where you have to take some of your hair and put on the wig. Well, y'all know I can't do no hair. So I took the wig and I sewed it. I sewed it together. It made me a part, honey. I did. And I said, I'm about to wear it because I just sewed it together over the weekend for you guys. So, let me tell you about this one trip that we went. We went on several trips. But I went to Costa Rica twice. But I'm going to start with the first time we went to Costa Rica. We went to Costa Rica when I turned 50. Back on this side over here, y'all. We went to Costa Rica for a vacation when I turned 50. It was me, Stan, and the kids. And it was wonderful. I mean, fabulous. We stayed at, where we stayed, Stan?
The Rio Palace.
We stayed at the Rio Palace. Oh, so we had went through a travel agent that time, too. A lot of times, Stan will book our trips himself and you know, get the airfare, do the hotel and everything. But we went through a travel agent this time here. She did a great job for us. Can I just tell you? It was someone there to pick us up from the airport to drive us to the resort that we were staying in, which it was fabulous. And so once we got to the resort, I thought that we was going to have a room where it was 2 separate rooms. Because that's what I had asked the lady for, but she didn't book it that way. But the people at the resort was so nice. So we went downstairs. And I explained the situation, you know, because I'm dating Stan. And I have 2 sons. We all can't sleep in the same room. Just ain't going to work. And so they moved us up on the 3rd floor to this, maybe it was the 6th floor because we was up high. I think the building went up to 6 floors or 7 because we was on the top floor. Anyhow, now it's 2 bedrooms in there, so it works out for us. So we get in there, we go downstairs and they accommodate us. And I think it only cost us $200 and something just to do that little upgrade for 7 days. But God is so good because the lady that I had actually talked to there, and I was explaining to her how we all could not stay in the same room. And that we was here to celebrate my 50th birthday. This is good. I mean, this is really good. First time I'm having it. Very good. I'm not into sweet wines though, but this is good. Not like some good old cold water. And so I was telling her the situation. And so this girl hooked us up. I'm not telling you no lie. we got into the room. She told us all the stuff that we needed to do to make arrangements for all our dinners and stuff for the whole week. And we went and did it because, you know, they have several restaurants on the premise. And if you get there, you can get in on the days that you want, because it was a line of people at every restaurant we went in. Everybody was doing it. So we went and we made all our arrangements and stuff. And so my birthday is on the 11th. So I would get up, I would go exercise. Then I would come back. I would lay everybody clothes out. We all took a shower. Then we would go down and have breakfast at the a restaurant. And then we would go sit by the pool. And when I tell you we sat by the pool all day, it was all day. But can I just say, it was heaven. It was heaven. Then we were so close to where they barbecue your lunch every day that we ate outside at the barbecue every day. We never went into a restaurant staying the night. Now the kids was doing their thing. You know, I would do, I guess it was Zumba classes they were having, because I can't dance. So, you know, I tried. And I would do the water aerobics with them and stuff. And I was just having a ball, because I really think that's how you meet ladies, because they the one that's in the pool trying to do that kind of stuff, and you get to talk. And so the morning of my birthday, we all do that same routine as normal. And it just so happened my oldest son had to go back upstairs to, I guess, use the restroom or something. So Stan and him went. Now we're talking 6 years ago, so he was a lot younger. And so Stan and him went upstairs. And they came back downstairs like a bullet. Whoa, they was rushing. They said, "You got to come upstairs." And I said, "Why? What's going on?" They said, "You just got to come see." I ain't had no idea what they were talking about. I went back upstairs, honey, and that lady at the desk, she hooked our room up. They made me a 50 on the bed. They had balloons all over. They had little doves and stuff. The wine that they make over there in Costa Rica in the liquor, we had all those bottles laying around my room. They had champagne in there. It was just done nice. But she didn't stop there, honey. So we went out to dinner. We was up at the lounge, and it was a band playing. They were playing some good music. We was just sitting there, just chilling. Me, Stan, and the kids waiting for the show to start downstairs, because you know they have a show every night when you go to those kind of resorts. We was just sitting there, just mellowing out, you know, just listening to the music, you know, getting into it. You know, that chair dance. Yeah, child, we partying like we just don't care, honey. All of a sudden, this band started playing "Happy Birthday," right? And me, I don't know. I'm looking around like, who are they playing for? I promise you, I was looking around, I was like, ooh, somebody else's birthday today. They walked over to me. And I was taken aback. Thomas, somebody started crying. I was like, what? And she was standing right back there. So she had to tell them. She made my 50th very, very nice. I mean, it was just off the chain, I gotta say. I don't know if she'll ever see this video, but I did thank her then. But thank you, girl. It's Geraldine. Miss G. So, and we only did one excursion in too. We wanted to go see some monkeys. We paid almost $400 for 4 people to go see some monkeys that we didn't see. Got back to where we living, honey, on the resort. And guess what we saw? Monkeys swinging in the tree. We could have saved our $400. But we ain't know. Our first time there. But we did get a good meal. And we got to go to the rainforest. And we got to go to, what's that one, honey, where we was in a bathing suit?
The hot springs.
The hot springs. So we did get to do that on that excursion. So that part was good. It worked out in our favor. We had a great day. So, a couple of years later, the school sends a letter home, because I told you my kids are very smart. I'm just going to say it the truth. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. They're very smart. And so because they've always been in the honor roll classes, and they have always did very well, they select kids like that to go on these trips they call EF tours. We got a letter in the mail for Lewis to go to Costa Rica. So at first I said, okay, well, Stan and the 2 kids can go to Costa Rica and I can stay home and I can work. So we were paying, I don't think we had fully paid at the time, but we made the deposit. Deposit was, I think, $3,600 or $3,700 per person, which I thought was very cheap because it still was 7 days. And so a week after that, then Ronson, he gets a letter saying that he can go to Europe, which we had went to Europe a couple of years earlier than that. He can go to Europe for 14 days through EF Tour. But it clash with the time for the trip for Costa Rica. So Stan was lucky. He got to go to Europe for 2 weeks, him and Ronson. Me and Lewis, we went back to Costa Rica for the 7 days. Now, I got to tell y'all about EF Tour. I told Stan, and Stan agreed after he went to Europe, that if we want to see a place, we should do an EF Tour first and then go back and vacation a place. So we went on the tour with EF Tour. It came, I think it was in June. It was the time that Lewis and I went for. It was for 1 week. We go to Costa Rica. We fly into Costa Rica. We stayed at this really, really, really nice resort the first night. And we get on this bus. Now I gotta tell you this too. When you go on an EF tour, it's not about luxury. I'm being honest with you, because at first I was like, well, shoot, this ain't bad. Nice resort we gonna be staying in. The bus gonna take us places and probably bring us back. That's not how it works. We got on that bus and we must be drove for about 3 hours, I want to say. So we got up early that morning. You have to get up like 6 o'clock and breakfast. Oh, the breakfast was good. I had rice every day. Every day for breakfast they give you rice. So that was another thing I like about EF Tour, is because you live like the locals. Yes, no more fancy after that first hotel. We drove, I think it was 4 hours. We went way, way up in Costa Rica. We started up by the, what is it called? Rainforest. We started up by the rainforest. The resort wasn't the fanciest. The place we stayed wasn't the fanciest. It was a place where the scientists stay when they're doing research on animals. So it wasn't that bad. It wasn't luxury, but it wasn't, wasn't that bad. I mean, it's not a place you would pick if you used to staying in nice places, but it was comfortable. It was clean. That's what counts. It was clean. And that place, because the scientists go there and stuff and they capture all the wild, we got to see a whole bunch of monkeys, a whole bunch of everything that lived there. My son got to hold a baby sloth. But it was just so nice. We got to see how they make chocolate in that country. So EF Tour will take you and you have to live like the locals. You eat like the locals because it wasn't nothing fancy. I promise you, honey child. So in the morning time, you get rice and beans that's mixed. That's how they eat their breakfast. But I think it's because it's the leftover from the day before. Because the day before, you get white rice and then you get beans on the side. But the next morning, you get it for breakfast and it's together. So that one was good. And the fruit in the rainforest, the fruit was just off the chain. It was the sweetest stuff we had. I mean, it was just nice. I went kayaking. Never done it before in my life. I did it. I did zip lining while we were there. Never did that before in my life either. But as we come down to different parts of Costa Rica, it was nice. We went to this one place. I promise you, you walk outside that place, it was heaven. You go inside that place. The air wasn't working. It was bugs, and I remember going to bed. I said, Lord, please, 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 whatever happened, just don't let nothing go in my mouth. I'm serious. But it was pretty. It was amazing. So if you ever get a chance to go on an EF Tour trip, do it. Don't not do it because you get to see how the locals are. We even got to see how they pick coffee beans, and how they get paid so little for picking it. But we got to see all that stuff. Well, y'all know my 15 minutes is up, but I had so much more to go about Costa Rica because it was so good. But thank y'all for the visit, honey, and thank you for listening. But y'all know what time it is up in here. It's time to turn the lights out in here, honey. Deuces. Peace. I am